Hello and welcome to Climbing Daily. We're back here at Cafe Craft filming a training series, and what we thought we'd do today is do one of our sort of semi-live shows but about gear. Now you guys hear my opinion on gear all the time, so we thought it'd be quite cool to go in there, find some people who are climbing and discover what climbing shoes they're wearing, whether they like them, hate them, all that kind of stuff. So let's go find some people. Okay, so my aim here, my goal is to find someone who will talk to me. And there's a foolish person over there who's caught my eye. I'm going to wander up. Hello, how you doing? I'm Matt from Climbing Daily. What's your name?
I'm Stefan.
Mate, nice to meet you. Would you mind if I ask you some questions about your climbing shoes?
Yeah, I can do.
Okay, so you're wearing La Sportiva Futuras, so no edge technology. Why did you choose those shoes?
I choose this shoes for hooking and for standing on small holes, and for this form you can put your I don't know to say this.
So you can put your whole toe down to the end of the shoe and it kind of sits in there, right?
Yeah, you can put on in this walls. You have more power on standing.
Something I've always wondered about the Futura is because of that no-edge technology, that means that you can be a little less accurate with it. You can, when you're on-sighting or flashing a route.
Yeah.
But is it good indoors as well as outdoors?
It's good. It's very good indoors, and mostly I'm climbing indoors, and so I can, for bouldering here, I can get good hooks. And for standing on small holes in here, the spucks, you can put your foot in it and it holds.
Is it quite a soft shoe or is it stiff?
It's a soft shoe. Okay. Yeah, you have if you put your shoe, your rubber on a hole, it.
That is a good description. I should use that word more often. And with the Futura, does it last a long time? How many months do you find it lasts, or is it do you go through the rubber very quickly?
I think it goes very, very, very fast through the rubber. That's
a disadvantage of it. I mean, something very high end. Yeah. Okay, so plus points. It's good for sort of on-sighting and flashing routes, and it's soft, and it's brilliant for toe hooking.
Yeah.
Bad points is it's soft, so you go through the rubber very quickly.
Yeah. Okay. I think so.
Would you buy the shoe again if you were your next climbing shoe?
Yeah, I have two of this at home. Two new of this.
Okay, so he's stacking them up. Very nice. Mate, nice.
And I find the form is very, very good for my feet. I don't need to put them in an oven or something like that to get it on my foot.
What size feet are you?
39 to 54 German.
Okay.
And this is 39. It works perfect.
So it's your street shoe size. It's the same size for your trainers, all that. Okay, that's good to know. Cool. Because I find with La Sportiva, I tend to go low, but I've never worn Futuras before. So it's good to know it's same size.
I have the Mythos before, and I have to get the number shorter.
Yeah, same. That's what I usually do, is one down. Okay, so there you go. Get in Futuras, go for your street shoe size as recommended by Stefan, right?
Yeah, Stefan.
Heard it here first. Right, see you later, mate.
See you later.
Okay, so that's one done. We need to find someone else. Gentleman smiled at me, foolish man. Hello, mate. I'm Matt from Climbing Daily.
Nice to meet you.
What was your name?
Nico, hi.
Nico.
Nico.
Nice to meet you, man. You're wearing 510 Dragons, is that right? Can I ask you about why you bought those shoes?
Oh, I bought them about 5 years ago and just found them in the cellar again, just using them in the gym here.
Okay, so it was your shoe, then you forgot about it, and now it's your training indoor shoe.
Yeah, it's my training indoor shoe.
Let's talk about the size first of all. So what is your normal shoe size, and what size are them?
43.
And the size
this
of the
one is 42, just one below my normal shoes.
And how do they fit you? Just describe the fit to me.
They're quite tight. perfect for training upstairs on the 45-degree wall because you can get a lot of pressure on the small footholds. And for those colored boulders here, it's not that necessary, but I just have them here now, so using them downstairs too.
If you had to pick one good thing and one bad thing about the shoes, what would that be?
The best thing is they are very precise in the tip of the toes, and the bad thing is I just lost half of the shoe last week, just losing the tongue because it was not worked well.
Okay, so did you cut it off or did it fall
No,
off?
I just fall off. I put them tight, and one time
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but the tongue is totally missing from the shoe, so the laces are onto the skin itself, which I can't believe is the most comfortable thing in the world.
The most comfortable thing in the world.
Not comfortable.
No, no. Because when you tighten them, it's
Yeah, it's not great.
not that comfortable.
Now, I'd always heard with the Dragons that the downturn is quite painful or can be quite painful. Have you found that, or are they comfortable?
No, they're comfortable.
Okay.
The
cool.
downturn is okay. I used them 10 years ago when they were quite new, so my feet are used to it.
Okay, so maybe if you buy them for the first time, they're initially uncomfortable, then get better.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I think I nearly got kicked by a kid then. Did I nearly get kicked by a kid? I nearly got kicked by a kid. Brilliant. Mate, thank you so much. Nice to talk to you. Have a great session.
Nice to meet you.
It's interesting with those Dragons because I've never worn those shoes, so quite cool to hear someone's point of view. And hello, how are you?
Hi,
I'm-
I'm Marike.
I'm Matt. Nice to meet you. Can I talk to you about your climbing shoes?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Do you want to? Should we sit down? Okay, sit down. All right. Sorry to burst in on your session, but Tenaya. Now that is a shoe that I have never worn before. Can you tell me about the model of it?
Yeah, it's quite.
What is it first of all? What make
So
of? So it's a Tenaya Ra.
I don't really know which
Okay.
one these are. A lot of people have them, and they are extremely nice for volumes, and when you step on the wall, so they will not slope.
Okay, so are they stiff or are they soft?
They're really soft.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So good for indoor climbing when you've got those like smeary volumes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 Velcro straps. Does that fit your foot nicely?
Yeah, they're great because I have a really small foot, and these are really small.
What size foot are you normally in trainers? What size?
Normally 37.
And those shoes, what are they?
They are.
We can find out. We've got to delve into a smelly shoe now. I'll let you do that.
They are.
They are 36.
Half.
So what were you? Sorry.
37.
Okay, so half a size down from your
Yes,
normal shoe.
yes.
Okay. When I came over, you had a pair of Evolves in your hand as well.
Yeah.
So you've taken 2 shoes to the
Yeah.
gym. When do you swap over into these?
These are really, really stiff. So they're great for really small. How do you call them?
Footholds?
Footholds. And also they are very good for toe hooks and also for heel hooks because they are so stiff, so they really hold.
Okay, and it's got that ridge design on the heels as well, which kind of helps.
It's great, yeah.
So the rubber, how do you find in terms of how durable it is? So do you put holes in it very quickly, or does it last a long time?
What do you really
So
mean?
you see these holes?
Yeah.
Is that quick, or does that take a long time?
This was quite quick because it was really small and sharp. So maybe it was my fault. Yeah.
It happens. I've done that. But I once got a pair of shoes that was really small, and it was so small that I put a hole in a couple of weeks because I was
okay.
just like
Yeah.
sliding my foot down stuff. Not good. Thank you so much for talking to me. Have a great rest of the session.
Thank you.
And maybe you can wear one shoe on one foot, one on the other.
Yeah, maybe. It's a good idea.
I'm full of them, mate. Cool. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
So something that's come up a few times now is this aspect of durability in climbing shoes. Now, generally speaking, very high-end shoes tend to be a little bit softer or more downturned, or the rubber is a bit thinner, and they are simply less durable. That doesn't mean you should go through them in about a week, but it does mean that realistically, kind of 3 months of heavy use, and you're going to see some wear in these things. This varies between shoe manufacturers and makes, and also how you use the shoe itself. So yeah, high-end shoes you tend to go through quickly, whereas something a bit more like more beginner-esque, more durable, so if it's got thick rubber, that will last you longer. It's just part of the game, sadly. But do comment below, let us know which shoes you've worn that are very, very good in terms of durability, and which ones fall to bits in seconds. All right, so one more person. I'm just basically going to sit down and see how it... Hello, how you doing?
Fine, thanks.
I'm Matt, what's your name?
Jessica, hi.
Jessica.
Yeah.
Jessica, nice to meet you. I know you're in the middle of climbing. Could you tell me a bit about your climbing shoes? So they're Scarpa Vapor V's, the Velcro version.
Of course, yeah. I bought them 2 months ago. Yes,
Why did you choose that model of shoe to buy?
because I fit around about 20 different shoes.
You tried on 20 shoes before
Yes,
buying
in
one?
different sizes, so yeah. At Tony Weiss in Nuremberg, and yeah. And I think they fit very well.
That's,
Yeah.
it's interesting because nowadays I just shove anything onto my foot, but it is worth remembering that you should probably try a few more shoes on to make sure they're perfect.
Of course, yes.
Can I ask what size feet you are and what size shoe are they?
35.
And the shoes, how big are they?
35 too, but they are, I think, from Italy, and I think shoes from Italy are smaller than German sizes, and yeah.
Do they stretch? Have they moved a bit, or are they the same
In
feeling?
these 2 months, a little bit, yeah. They're a little bit taller than before. At the beginning, they are hurt so much here on this side, but now it's okay.
Okay, so I actually, because I have an old pair of those shoes, and I found the heel used to dig into the back quite a lot, and then they softened.
Yes, but now it feels okay. I say okay.
Do you climb indoors on the shoes or outdoors?
For now, only indoors. But in the summer, we want to drive to Paris, to Fontainebleau, and I will try them there too, when they will live in this time again.
Nice, because they're quite stiff, I find. Like, they're not very soft, they're quite solid.
Yeah. But I think that's very fine for tiny little birds. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking to me. Just one. Sorry. One last question. Is that the women's vape? That's the women's one, not the men.
Yes.
What was the difference? Did you try the men's one on, or did you just try the women's?
Yes, I only try women's shoes and children's shoes because they are so tiny, and yeah.
I guess because women's shoes tend to be a bit thinner, so you can put more pressure down on them. Have you ever worn men's shoes before?
Yes, they're my third pair. So the others, one more.
She's gone. She's back.
This one, red
Okay.
chili. I
But-
think they're children's shoes, and yeah.
Yes, and red chilies are quite soft as well,
Yeah.
so like as both.
Yeah.
Let's hold these up.
Oh,
there
sorry.
we go. Sorry, no, it's fine. I'm just going to hold these up for the camera. So these are red chilies. Good? Awesome. Thank you so much for speaking to me.
Sorry.
Thank you so much for speaking to me.
You're welcome.
Okay, right. I think it is about time I left the good people of Cafe Craft alone and went and put on my own climbing shoes and had a bit of a session. So, look, this show is all about gear, and it's cool to hear other people's opinions. So please tell me yours. Do you agree with the people's opinion on shoes in the climbing wall today? Do you like your own climbing shoes? Do you hate your climbing shoes? Always comment below and let us know, because we read all the comments and we love them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.